Hey guys, today I wanted to tell you 5 things that I didn't expect about having a house or buying a house. This is actually our 1-year anniversary of living in this house. We bought it last January, and dang, I think I learned a lot from the entire process, and also just living here for a year, going through renovations, having a mortgage to pay, having a house to upkeep. I've learned a lot of stuff that I definitely didn't know before we had bought in this house. Buying a house was definitely something I did not think I would do at 22 years old, and Marcus was 24. I did not think we would be owning a house, but definitely don't by any means think that that is like something that's normal. And also being so young made the process a lot more difficult. So yeah, I definitely wanted to address that before I got into everything. But we are so lucky to have this house. We love it. I love getting to show you guys little house tour videos and cooking here and decorating. It's like all my favorite thing ever. But there were a lot of things along the way that were difficult and challenging and stressful and unexpected. So let's get into the 5 things that I didn't expect about owning a house and buying a house. The first thing on my list of things I didn't expect was I didn't expect to find this house when we did. The timing was crazy. We really weren't even in the market to buy a house at the point when we did, because we were still at our rental house. We still had a lot longer on our rental lease, and our friend just randomly one day asked us if we wanted to go look around at houses. This was the first house we walked into, and I fell in love. I was like, this is the cutest house I've ever seen. We gotta put an offer on this house. Even though we are definitely not gonna be able to get out of our rental lease, I still really want this house, but I didn't even think it was possible. I would just say try not to rush things, because we had seen other houses that we really loved but we weren't like totally sure about, and then I feel like you will find the house that you know for sure is the house. But we did end up getting out of our rental lease, which was so lucky, and we got to move in here, and it was definitely a process, but we'll get into that. Number 2 kind of encompasses a lot of things in this whole didn't expect about a house thing, but we didn't realize how much work goes into buying a house. I would say the 2 months following after we put in an offer for this house were the most stressful months of my life to date. It was such a crazy process, and we were probably just super naive about what it takes to buy a house, but we didn't really understand all the ins and outs of what a loan would look like, how much credit they have to look at, how many documents you have to fill out. I knew it was gonna be a process, and I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I did not know the stress that would come of buying a house. Also, the owners kept going back and forth of if we were gonna be able to have this house or if they were gonna choose someone else. So it was like every day we'd be like, oh, now we do get the house, yay, and then be like, oh no, but you can't because of this or that. Oh no, now you can't have it. Nope, it's not. Oh yeah, you can. Nope, dreams crushed. So it was kind of like a very emotional roller coaster, but again, very worth it. But I gotta say, it was very stressful. The third thing I didn't expect about buying a house was how important the little things are when it comes to purchasing it. So having an amazing agent is very important, because they're the ones that can fight for you. And another little thing that made a huge difference was the fact that me and Marcus wrote a letter to the owners about kind of like who we were, why we wanted to live in this house, why it would be special to us as our first home, and all that type of stuff. And that letter was actually what ended up making the owners choose Marcus and I over maybe like more of an older, more established couple getting the house. So I would definitely say if you're in one of those like competitive type of situations, to write them a letter, try to meet them in real life, and show them that you're going to take good care of their house. Because when people are selling their house, they usually are a little bit attached to it, and they want to make sure the people that are going to live in there are good people. So that made a huge difference. That actually made like all the difference when it came to getting this house. So very happy that we did that. The fourth thing that I didn't expect, this isn't necessarily about buying a house, but this is kind of about owning a house, and it's about renovations. So Marcus and I have done a lot of renovations to this house. We completely redid the front yard. We put the pool in the backyard and redid the whole backyard, as you guys saw the process of that.
Wow, camper, they're working on the pool. There it goes. What do you think, camper? Jeez, what's all that noise, dude?
And we also renovated the master bathroom, and we had no idea also how important it is to find a very good contractor. We just thought all contractors were super you know, trustworthy and good at their job, but we quickly came to know that that is not the truth, and we didn't realize how long the process was of renovations and how stressful it is. Like, it actually did put a lot of stress on Marcus and I's marriage, because it was just like constant people in our house. It was constant dirt and dust everywhere. So I think that if I had known that before we did the renovations, we might have like spaced them out a little bit differently. We're obviously so happy with how it all turned out, but I would say if you are looking to do renovations on your house in the future, or if you're currently looking to do renovations, I would say maybe try to get them done before you move into your new house, or just know that it's gonna be a few months of chaos, because for us it was about 8 months of chaos because we didn't really space out our renovations very well. Number 5 is a little bit cheesy, but I had to say it. I usually end these videos with a little bit of a cheesy one, but it does feel so special to have your own house. I feel like when you first get your key and you walk into the door and it's all empty and there's boxes everywhere.
Guys, this is the new house. Oh, cool! Is this where we're gonna live? I feel like it's so much better.
Remember that couch, camper?
Dude, this is your new house. What
He's happy. You still get this feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is my home, especially when it's like your first home. And you're like, I'm gonna raise a family in this house. Like, I'm probably gonna have my first baby in this house, or maybe my second baby too. And then it just makes you so appreciative, and even it just makes the whole kind of nightmare of a process really worth it. And every single day when I wake up in this house, I just feel so thankful that Marcus and I can have such a special home. And you guys know I love interior design, I love decorating, I love making house feel cozy, cooking for friends and family. Like, that is like my everything. And it was also really important to us to have a house that we loved, because we do both work from home and we film in the house all the time. It's kind of like our office and our house at the same time. So having this place that's so special and that we love every part of is like very, very important to us. And even just painting the walls and hanging up pictures and maybe even renovating a little bit, it all just makes it feel like even more like your own. It's kind of like your own big project. Like, that's really what a house feels like, because it is a lot of upkeep and it's a lot of responsibility. Having a mortgage is no joke, but I am very thankful for this house, and I'm thankful that you guys love it and you get to follow along and see how I live in it and decorate it and all that kind of stuff. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Those were 5 things that I didn't expect about having a house. I hope this was maybe helpful to some of you that do look forward to buying a house one day, or maybe some of you that are going through this process right now. But I love you guys so much. I also want to film a 5 things I didn't expect about starting a business very soon. A lot of you guys said that you would like to see that when I posted a poll on Instagram, so I'll be doing that very soon. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye.